Hello everyone and welcome back to the drT.com YouTube channel. In today's product review, we'll be focusing on the modern, highly versatile bed, Lesley, characterized by an upholstered adjustable headboard and the fact that you can choose between a very slim bed frame or the possibility of a storage container. Let's dive in. So the soft adjustable headboard is a fantastic feature of the modern bed Lesley. When we untuck it, we can create this lovely inclined position, and you don't necessarily need to even use extra cushions to prop on top of it. You can just directly lie against it. On the other hand, when it's not in use, you simply neatly and quickly tuck it behind the mattress, like a normal bed. When the headboard is in this inclined position, it is then ideal for propping yourself up, and it's a comfortable place to relax while reading or watching television for long periods of time. If you want, as I've done here, you can also supplement it with extra cushions just for that extra soft comfort. And although it's not extremely thick, extremely filled, because it obviously needs to slip neatly behind the mattress, it is still very soft and gives a good support. You have maximum flexibility when it comes to choosing the dimensions of the modern bed Lesley. You can choose the smallest size of a single bed with a width of just 90 centimeters, then also a regular single, a large single, a French double, a standard double, the king size, all the way up to even the maxi king size with a very generous width of 213 centimeters. It's important to note that obviously if you choose a single bed, it will then just have one headboard section instead of two, and so the overall design of the bed does slightly change. Furthermore, each of these bed sizes can then be paired with a slim depth of 216 centimeters or a standard depth of 226 centimeters. So this allows for maximum customizability, adapting to room dimensions and even your own height. To give you an idea, this bed here is a standard double, so with a width of 173 centimeters and a standard depth of 226 centimeters. So the bed frame in particular is a very interesting topic. Here, we have the slim bed frame with a height of 10 centimeters, which is already rather slim. And then this is paired with feet that have a height of 20 centimeters. However, believe it or not, you can even go slimmer for that extra minimalist look with the extra slim bed frame with a height of just 5 centimeters, which is then paired with feet of 24 centimeters, of course. The slim frames can then be paired with a range of very stylish bed feet, including wooden designs, metal designs, and even the very modern plexiglass clear design, which gives a bed with a slim frame the appearance of being floating mid-air above the ground. All of these designs can be found on drT.com, and here for our modern bed Lesley, we've chosen the metal feet with the tubino design, which is an elegant design in which the feet almost seem to be curving out from under the bed into a slim tube. If you instead prefer the look of a taller bed frame, you can choose a 25 centimeter bed frame or 30 centimeter high bed frame, and these come with the convenient option of adding a storage container with either a single or double rise mechanism. With the modern bed Lesley, you can even add a storage container to the maxi king size option with a width of 213 centimeters, and note that this is not actually a very common option, but with Lesley it is a possibility. If you'd like to learn more about storage beds and all the different mechanisms and how they work, we made a video dedicated to this topic, and you can find that linked above and in the description below. So while some may love the look of a bed frame that is really tall and runs all the way down right to the floor, there are certain benefits to having the 25 centimeter high bed frame, which has a little bit of space underneath. Now, it must be said that obviously if you have the slightly shorter bed frame of 25 centimeters, the space inside the container is slightly reduced. However, the space that is then created underneath the bed allows for easy cleaning and more effective floor heating if you have underfloor heating. So you need to take your needs and your preferences into consideration. Highly customizable with regards to dimensions and also materials and finishes. For the upholstery of the modern bed Lesley, you can choose from a range of fabrics, faux leathers, and real leather. One important thing to note is that while the fabrics and faux leather are removable from the entire structure of the bed, the real leather can only be removed from the bed frame. This particular fabric here is also anti-stain, and it's a very strong kind of anti-stain treatment because it's done in two phases. First, the actual thread used to create the fabric is treated with an anti-stain product, and then afterwards, once the fabric has been created and ready to be used to upholster the bed, it's then retreated with an anti-stain product. What this means is that, unlike other anti-stain fabrics perhaps, the effect of the anti-stain does not wear off over time or with washing it a lot. The feet, if you choose one of the slim frames, are also highly customizable. You can choose wood or metal models in a more neutral color, such as these metal feet that we have here in the color titanium. Of course, you can also choose the clear plexiglass feet, which we previously mentioned. Or a fantastic option is to also lacquer the feet in a roll color of your choice. So the entire scale of roll colors is an option. And what this means is that you could create a tone-on-tone effect. So with the upholstery and the feet in a very similar or the exact same color, or instead a contrast with, for example, black feet and then a white upholstery. So it's completely up to you. It must be said that, for example, green beds are actually very in fashion at the moment, and so imagine a tone-on-tone scheme with a green upholstery and then lacquered green feet. It's up to you. I hope you've enjoyed today's product review on the modern bed Lesley with the adjustable headboard. If you did, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to our channel to catch more product reviews. You can also click the bell notification to hear about any new videos that we post. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.